There have been speculations about Samsung releasing the Z Fold 6 alongside a second model. At first, it was thought that this version may be less expensive than the standard Z Fold 6, but a fresh hypothesis is emerging. It appears that the second Z Fold 6 edition from Samsung may be more costly than the first. The lineup for 2024 could potentially include a standard variant and a new Ultra Fold model. Previously, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 was associated with the Key 6 codename, while the mysterious Key 6 was linked to a cheaper Fold version. However, according to WinFuture, this Key 6 device might be the Z Fold 6 Ultra, rather than a budget-friendly fan edition or light version. It's simpler to imagine what features, like support for the S Pen and an under-panel camera, Samsung would cut to create a less expensive Fold 6. Since Samsung made the exciting announcement that the Galaxy S24 series will receive Android and One UI updates for a hopping 7 years, fans have been eagerly speculating about which other Galaxy devices will receive the same level of software support. Unfortunately, the answer is not what fans were hoping for. Samsung has confirmed that any Galaxy smartphone or tablet released before the S24 will not be eligible for 7 years of updates. The maximum support for existing devices will be 4 years of OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates. Next, we're going to talk about the Z Flip 6 versus the Z Flip 5 and 3 key differences between these phones that you may not like about the Z Flip 6 overall. I do when I look at these things, but you may not, so let's get into them. The first one is the camera modules. They're bigger lenses, they should say. The lenses are bigger on the Z Flip 6 than the Z Flip 5. But when I see a bigger camera lens, I think two things. I think more premium, it looks cooler, and I also think it's going to take better photos. Why? Because I'm thinking more light's going to get in there. I think you're going to have brighter photos and sharper photos overall. Again, I see that as a net positive because I anticipate that the larger size will result in higher quality images all around. The hinge comes next. So when you look at the hinge on the Galaxy Z Flip 6, it's thinner the way it looks versus the much thicker Galaxy Z Flip 5 hinge. And again, I think this looks better. Is it so much better? I would choose it over the other one. Probably not, but it is something that when you look at it, you have to think about a couple of things. Again, it's more refined in terms of its style, but then it's also maybe it's better made. They didn't need as much material on there, and it's a tighter hinge. It's a more powerful hinge. It's something that's not going to break over time. Not that the Z Flip is breaking all the time, but still, it's something that makes me mentally think that this is a better thing to have overall. So again, for me, another net positive. The last one is the design. The overall design of the Z Flip 6 versus the Flip 5, and the Flip 6 is more boxy. It's more squared off. Samsung appears to be aiming for a design language that's close to the S24 Ultra range. They appear to be planning to do the same with the Z Flip 6, in addition to the Fold 6. Thus, the rounded edges of the Flip 5 and Z Fold 5 are always pleasant to handle and look at. However, what's the deal? At times, the squared-off style appears slightly more businesslike, slightly more executive, and somewhat more upscale overall. So again, I can see this being a net positive, but at the same time, I can see someone maybe not liking it overall. But those are 3 physical key differences between the Flip 6 to the Flip 5. But what about the future? Well, according to a recent rumor, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will be one of the lucky 2 book-style foldables that will receive 7 years of updates. Google's Pixel Fold 2, which is anticipated to be released later this year, is the other gadget that is purported to get this expanded compatibility. It's your chance now to discuss what you'd hope to see in the next Galaxy foldable lineup. What features and improvements are you hoping to see? Let us know in the comments section below. And for all the latest updates, be sure to check out our channel. Until next time, goodbye.